I do want to add one caveat to this 20 volt Dewalt system. We've been very impressed by it. We've had quite a few tools now that we bought for the 20 volt. Generally replacing a lot of our older, more outdated tools. At one time I had 7 different battery chargers going across my toolbox, and I started by buying a new Sawzall to replace my old 18 volt Dewalt and a drill and a nut driver. I was so impressed that I started adding and replacing some of my older tools, including 2 of my snap-on impacts. I went with the 700 foot-pound Dewalt half-inch drive impact, and I've been incredibly impressed by it. I actually sold both my both my snap-ons because the Dewalt works really well, and is literally a third of the price, maybe half the price now. But I'm very impressed with the system. And being able to run 10 different tools on basically the same battery setup has been really helpful. Instead of having 7 chargers, I have 2 chargers now, and they're both 20 volt Dewalt chargers. So we're going to be adding some new tools as well. I'd like to get the new 60 volt 2.5 gallon air compressor eventually, and we'll do a review on that too. But we've used this thing for everything. Everything from trim work to framing work to pretty much you name it. So highly recommend it for the money. It has been a great tool, and as you can see, it can cut metal, some pretty thick metal as well. So forgive the cicadas in the background. Just want to do a quick review. We've had this saw for probably about, 2 years now. The batteries are a few years old as well. We have other 20 volt Dewalt stuff, so it works well for us. This tool is not really designed to cut metal. However, we use it a lot to cut metal. It's really important with these 20 volt systems that if you're going to be doing heavy cutting, make sure you know your cool down times. Give them a break. You know, these are expensive tools, and you definitely don't want to burn one up, especially doing something they're not rated for. In this case, we're cutting 2x3 tubing, obviously, square tubing. This is 1/8 inch thick. With a 4 amp hour battery, I can get about 2 cuts, which really isn't bad considering how big and thick this is, and it's not really designed for metal. I have cut 2x4 1/4 inch thick square tubing with it. That will take about 2 4 amp hour batteries to do, and you definitely have to go really slow. On this 2x3 1/8 inch stuff, generally it takes about roughly 2 minutes to cut through one. That's kind of going slow. You probably could force it through a little bit faster, but once again, why risk it? You can get quite a few cuts out of these 7-inch discs, so they work pretty well. Well, I hope this helps y'all. So there's Cody, he's coming to visit. Have a good day.